Hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome to a brand new movie review. This one is for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Super excited to talk about this movie with you. Now first, a quick synopsis of the film without giving any spoilers away. There will be no spoilers in this video. Now Miles, he reunites with Gwen and gets flunked into the multiverse. He meets a whole squad of spider people who are basically the protectors of the multiverse. These heroes, they start bumping heads on how to deal with this new threat they're facing, which is a fantastic debate that creates a massive conflict between Miles and the other spiders. So with this whole journey, they upping the animation style, the action sequences, but really at its core is a story about acceptance and Miles having to redefine whose whole idea of what it means to be a hero. He's got to dig deep and figure out how to save the people he loves. Some serious soul searching. Here, as big as this film is and as high stake as this movie is also much more personal and more intimate film about Miles Morales, and especially about Gwen Stacy. This is her movie as well. In fact, the opening of the film, without giving anything away, is very much about her. The spot is this in the trailers is the villain. As funny as he is, this movie he also becomes something that you can see is that is one of the most threatening villains that Miles has to deal with. Now, after watching this movie, I'll say Sony is going to win another Oscar for the Spider-Man. They win the first with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That movie was excellent. It was very groundbreaking in terms of not only the story but the way the story was told, the style of animation, really something special. Now I would say the same thing here. This film is groundbreaking and the animation is just high art. It's something, the different styles of animation. It has also the glitch element into it. It's just something that is really spectacular to watch, truly. Now, let me tell you, if you are really into Spider-Man, Spider-Man fan, and really into the comic books, or this movie will blow your mind away. This is packed with ton of reference and Easter eggs, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But this film is very dark and sophisticated, which I love, and the heart of the film continues to be Miles Morales. Amazing voice performance by Shameik Moore. I mean, he's just really phenomenal as this character truly is. Now, the actual emotional story is super engaging, and while giving you swap of reference and new universe and new visual styles, and like I said, it's so much darker than the first one. It's a much darker than any of the other Spider-Man films, and it homes on the hardships and things that we know of Spider-Man characters, which actually is something to behold. Now, like I said, when it comes to this movie and the multiverse, there's some really fun Easter eggs in here. They were great. I won't give any of them away, but it's just There some really Easter eggs there. I think the only people who are really into the Spider-Man comic books will really spot up. I think not all of the Easter eggs will connect with casual viewers in terms of the meaning and what in the reference to it. Now let's get into some characters, and let's start out with Jake Johnson's Peter Parker. Continues to be fantastic. I just love the funny aspect that he brings, and it's just the energy that he brings to the film. Now I would say that his his role here is not as big as it was in the first movie. I think he was very much a part of the success of that film, and he's such a great character. But here, he's, like I said, fantastic, but I just want to see more of him. Now, moving on to the spa, Jason Schwartzman is super cool, especially those sequences that he has fighting against Miles Morales. Oh, that was so awesome to watch. And it seems that Schwartzman, by the way, is just only getting started, and I'm excited to see what happens there. Really excited about that. Now, moving on to Miles' parents. Now, Brian Tyree Henry and Luna Lauren Velez, whose role is substantially bigger here. And Miles' parents are so integral to this story, and their scenes with Miles are once again so incredible. There's some truly exquisite scenes with the parents that propel the movie forward. In fact, so much of this coming of age story is also about parenting, and I think that was done so well. And also, I really love the family dynamic between Miles and his family. Now, in terms of the rest of the cast and new cast members, Kevin Sony and Danny Kaluuya, for me, are the two biggest standouts in the film. Now, I would say that Danny Kaluuya was just so hilarious. It's like as Spider Punk in a rock star character like this 60s, 70s of rock and roller. Hey, he's so awesome. And then, of course, is Miguel O'Hara, voiced by Oscar Isaac in Spider-Man 99. And what I love about him is that in the trailers, when you watch it, you're like, okay, he's going to be a villain. And he does have this, I don't want to give away because it's so much more gray, and that's one of the coolest parts about it. Is the film definitely has like an threatening quality about him, yet I won't characterize him as a villain. This such a debate, and it's cool. That was like kind of giving away. There's so much more to it. There's so much meat around it than what's in the trailers. There's a debate surrounding an inner conflict that happens between him and Miles that involves what it really means to be a Spider-Man and certain sacrifice one has to make. And it's a fantastic debate that this film is having, and I was really impressed by it. Now, moving on to Spider-Gwen, Hailee Steinfeld just continued to be terrific as Gwen Stacy, and her character has some really nice moment here. Now they have a personal tale of what Gwen Stacy has to go to, and that's where so much of the personal journey and what makes this film complete, even though it's part one of a story. It ends up in a cliffhanger as you expected, but it feels also like a complete story, and also it really carries like the story from the first movie, and it's done so well, perfectly, like carrying the story of the first movie but also telling the new story, and it's done so well, honestly. Now, the movie is more suspenseful than the first one. It's more intense, it's more complex, and it's that complexity, there's a complement to it, because it could easily have been over convoluted, but yeah, it doesn't go past that line. I feel like this movie is phenomenal. I think it's inspiring. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie I've seen, and this is one that leaves you wanting more of it. It's one of the greatest sequels to one of the greatest comic book movies. The animation, once again, is stunning. It's truly groundbreaking. It's a piece of art. Uh, Everyone shall go and see this movie, uh, because you're just going to love it. I mean, especially once you get to the end of it. Oh man, I'm super excited for part two, and next year is coming, so I'm super excited. It's going to be incredible, but it's just a film that it has so much to tell, and it was everything. I mean, it's cinema, I'll say. It's like it's perfect. I mean, the animation, sure, is groundbreaking, a truly piece of art, like I said, but it's the story here and the journey of Miles and this character surrounding him. It's really a must-see film. So that's my review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.